Ruby Falls, Rock City. When I was growing up, I used to see those advertisements painted all over barns, roadside, billboards, all throughout the South, and that was Southwest Virginia. I didn't know there was really a place, tourist destination, and there is. It's in Chattanooga, Tennessee. But it's like, holy cow, that place really exists. I've been seeing signs like that for 50 years. We are coming into Huntsville, Alabama. Huntsville is also the home of modern rocketry. All of the launch vehicles developed for NASA were developed here by owner Von Braun. It's just now coming into view. It is the Saturn V. Saturn V! The Saturn V launch vehicle with a command module, service module, launch escape system. 365 feet tall. It carried men to the moon back in the late 60s, early 70s. Looks like they got a space shuttle there. You know, our host we're staying with works for this area. I'm just so impressed. The last time I saw a Saturn V, he was laying on its side. The Johnson Space Flight Center in Houston. They had some Saturn V's left over after they canceled the moon project. And that is the puppy that went to the moon. Not that particular one. Yeah, I think we'll have to come back over here.
After arriving, our friends offered to take us out for drinks and dinner. They suggested we start at the Huntsville area middle school named Campus 805. Yes, that's right, I said middle school.
Yeah, okay. This is, as I said, we're in an old high school. No, not high school, it's a middle school that they converted into many small businesses. You know, this is the hallway. We just passed the main bar. Here's some lockers, and there's a secret passageway that Jim is going to show us, which goes into the speakeasy. This used to be an old gymnasium. Scoreboard still behind the wall. Still got some basketball hoops in place. But now it's a brewery. Talk about repurposing businesses. Very cool.
The next morning, we took a tour of the U.S. Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville, Alabama. This is probably one of the world's largest spaceflight museums. Only the Kennedy Space Center in Florida and the Johnson Space Flight Center in Houston, Texas are larger. This is actually a surplus Saturn V launch vehicle which took men to the moon back in the 60s. It's the largest rocket ever launched. When the idea for this rocket was conceived, they knew it had to be built from metal alloys not yet invented and assembled with the same precision as the finest wristwatch. The building it's housed in, along with the rest of the exhibits, is longer than a football field. This is actually the swing arm, which is attached to the launch gantry that all of the lunar astronauts walked down to get into the spacecraft before they went to the moon. After the program was discontinued, the launch complex was dismantled, and this was brought to Huntsville. I was finally able to fulfill a dream of getting inside an Apollo command module. This is not an actual flight article, but is a full-scale mock-up used to train astronauts and ground crews. It's much smaller than the camera gives it credit for being. Miriam's father is a retired Army officer and flew this and many other types of helicopters through his career. This one's for you, Howard. No, I don't want to go to Mars. I don't care that the most interesting man alive lives there. Well, it's time to say goodbye to Alabama and head back east. We had 2 full days hanging out with our friends, and we really enjoyed it.
I think Miriam and I have found a pace that works for us. We like to get up, grab breakfast, get an early start if the hotel has breakfast. If not, we'll go down the road and get us something. I know we're deviating from our how to eat well on the road video just because there wasn't enough room to carry our food with us on this trip. So we're eating out, but we're trying to eat healthy and eat light. I think it's a combination with salad with protein for a daily ride on the Spyder. It really works well. But anyway, get an early start. Well, today it's about a quarter. We got started. Let's see what time it is. 15 after 7. Already had breakfast and cleaned up, ready to go. And we like to be in our accommodations between 3 and 4 p.m. That way we can relax before dinner. Have dinner, come back and relax some more. And tell you, you do not need anything to help you sleep. If you have a problem with insomnia, I recommend the Canon EOS Spyder in long distance trips. You will sleep like a baby in the hotel when you get there. I remember hitting the pillow and going, I'm not sure I'm not sleepy. And next thing I know, it was 5 o'clock in the morning. Pretty cool.
With a full day's riding under our belts, we check into a hotel and then head out to get a meal. But before we do, I need to tend to some maintenance. Miriam's footboard has become loose, but fortunately the Spyder comes with a small toolkit, which allowed me to fix it in short order.
Wait, say that again.
This is day 6 of our vacation.
You know what's really bad, or really good, when you're on vacation so long, you have to kind of count the days because you've lost track of what day it is.
Yes, and you know what? I
Yeah.
don't care what I look like anymore.
We are in full-blown travel mode. Anyway, we left Madison, Alabama this morning, and I inadvertently forgot to put a micro SD card in the Prism camera. Shot a lot of video. No, I didn't, because it didn't record. So, I'll resolve that, see if we can catch up tomorrow. But it was a nice ride, pleasant day, no complaints. So we're eating chain restaurant food for dinner, which is contrary to our master plan. We're gonna go to the Cracker Barrel. Choices are limited, but you know, it's somewhat reasonably healthy.
Includes vegetables.
And then we got vegetables. Yep.
Well guys, we're going to wind this video up. We've had a full day, time to go back to the room, relax, and get ready for tomorrow, where we will encounter a city that is so large it takes 2 states to contain it. Thanks for watching, and you all take care. And please don't forget to subscribe.